until I got saved, I ain't had me a father. Just being honest.
So if you got all these fathers that are locked up, where does that leave the mother? Where does it leave the daughter, the son, the children, the family, right? Oh, it's definitely systematic. If you look at the numbers, who's being locked up the most, whose families are being affected the most. What a system is, let me explain to you what a system is. A system is a set of rules or a set of factors that are in place that consistently produce steady results. Okay? It's like, okay, if I place a medium in the middle of the street, that's a factor. So the medium represents rules or regulations. It also represents a factor, a consistent factor. So now we're talking about the medium in the middle of the street. So what's going to happen as a result of the medium in the middle of the street? Cars are going to pass on either side of the median. Understood? Okay, so understanding that blacks are 6.5 times more likely to grow up in a single family home due to incarceration of one of their parents. To some people, that 6.5 might not sound like a big number. But let's put that in terms of pay scale, okay? So let's do the numbers. $10 an hour times 8 hours in a day equals $80 a day. Okay? Yeah, $10 an hour times 2,080 hours a year equals $20,800 a year. So if I make 6.5 times your $10 an hour, that's $65 an hour. 65 times 2,080 hours a year, that's $135,200 a year. See, that's a big gap, gigantic even. So, see, that 6.5 number, that become a large number when you start to recognize and understand its impact. Now, I could talk about like the systematic structure, but we're going to do that another time. And its contributing factors, but like if you want to change the systems, you gotta address the laws, the rules, the institutions, the establishments that's been around for generations, and that's just gonna take some time. So instead, I want to focus on the results of the system and that we face every day, and what we can do about it, and how we can have an impact on an individual level. So understanding this factor that blacks in the United States of America are 6.5 times more likely to grow up in a single family home due to the incarceration of one of their parents. And the results of that, or the results on those that are impacted, are undeniable. For the simple fact, look at this. Immediately, you've cut that family's earning potential in half because you've taken one of the people that has the potential to earn income out of the home. So now their socioeconomic status has changed, which means that anytime you make less money or significantly less money, that your place in society changes, which affects your quality of life. You probably ask, how so? Okay. Less money equals inferior health care, which impacts your physical condition, which also impacts you psychologically, but we're not going to go all the way into that because we try and keep it basic or surface just for the sake of time. Less money also means inferior education, which means less opportunities for advancement. Less money creates poor and more dangerous living conditions because of limited resources, and thus creating a more competitive and more aggressive environment and behaviors, because you're trying to obtain resources because they limited, so you got to compete for them. Less money also means that you're less likely to own a home, which is the primary or the predominant way that people gain wealth. People take out a loan on the equity of their home to send their kids to college. People take out a loan on the equity of their home to start their businesses. See, without ownership, we become dependent, impacting our independence and our ability to influence our families due to the requirements on our time because of our financial obligations. So you have effectively taken both parents out the home. So now when that child comes home, their sphere of influence on their thinking has grown, whether it be TV, social media, their friends, magazines, music. These are shaping your kids' belief systems and values. So, because as a man thinketh, so is he. So, we got to understand that knowledge is power. Example. If you got an enemy, and that enemy know everything about you, but you don't know nothing about that enemy, you lose. But if you know everything about that enemy, and that enemy don't know nothing about you, you win. Knowledge is power. But even if y'all both equally know about each other, or have knowledge of each other, at least you can effectively prepare for battle, because you know you got a fight on your hand. See, the punch that hurts most is the one that you didn't see coming. So we got to intentionally educate ourselves on our enemies, on the things that we know we're going to face. We got to educate ourselves on our current leaders, on our past leaders, on our history, so we can have a standard. Because without a standard, you consistently underachieve. But honestly, that's it right there. Man, this your man Sam. I love y'all. God is. This God My Ministries. Like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think. Holla at you.